This is Pete Feenstra on Tuesday the 6th of December in darkest Kent, talking to, on my right, great guitar player, Mr. Stoney Curtis. I haven't seen you for a couple of years, great to have you here. On my left from mid Wales, Mr. Virgil McMahon from Virgil and the Accelerators. And on the camera, Gabriel McMahon, who plays great drums, and tonight is a great filmmaker. Anyway, we're here to talk about Stoney and his 2011 European tour. You came out of LA a while back. I think you relocated to Las Vegas. Are you still there?
Yeah, I just moved to Las Vegas about a year ago.
Is there a kind of good scene going on there, musically?
There's a good scene. You know, the great thing about Vegas is that there's music every night of the week and all hours of the day.
Yeah, I guess. And what's the guy called, the actor who blows a bunch of harmonicas? He used to have a club there.
Oh, Aykroyd.
Oh yeah, there's another one.
Aykroyd.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're all into music over there, which is a great thing. I wanted to bring the two guitar players together because Virgil right now is on a high. You just released your album called Radium.
That's correct.
And you're working hard behind that?
We've been working hard. In fact, we just finished our 3-month UK tour last week, so we have 4 more dates left.
So you do pretty much the same as what Stoney's been doing across Europe?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, and hopefully the two are going to play together tonight, which will be a blast.
We are going to play together tonight.
That will be an absolute blast. I got to ask Stoney first. A couple of years back, you brought out a fantastic album called. Tell the people what it was called. Acid Blues Experience.
Absolutely.
It's so good. I took the drugs and I forgot the title. No, great record. Intense riffery, great singing, great song. The one in between was kind of more of a blues thing.
Yeah, it was. Just trying to kind of, it's the sophomore release, so just trying to keep up with what.
And what's that called for people that want to check
Raw
that
and
out?
Real.
Yeah, raw and real. Which kind of what it was.
It was pretty raw, but it was more of a
really real,
and really real. Yeah, more of a songwriting kind of thing. Just I was developing as a songwriter, and it led up to the new one.
Yeah, and the new one kind of is a reach back to that intense riffing of the first album, a little bit of psychedelia in there, a lot of rock blues.
Yeah.
Who are the influences that you brought to your whole career? I mean, I don't know who this is. This is for people out there who haven't seen you yet.
Sure. Well,
Power Trio, obviously.
Absolutely. I'm a big Robin Trower fan, big Hendrix fan.
Two go together.
I love Pat Travers. I love, just all that 70s kind of hard rock, and that's why I like the new record more than any of the other ones, because I think it's more in tune with who I am.
Yeah.
And that's that 70s hard rock, the early 70s hard rock, and then the Chicago blues. Because I grew up in Chicago, so that's naturally just kind of.
And that's the connection with Last Train to Chicago.
That's the connection with Last Train to Chicago.
Great song. And Virgil, you're coming from the same sort of thing in a more contemporary vein. Is that you kind of came from the 70s rock blues, and you're more into who you're into?
Well,
kind of updated.
Robin Trower, Jimi Hendrix. But if you're going to say today's, I guess Joe Bonamassa and Philip Sace and Stoney Curtis.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you're carrying that kind of thing on, and you're finding people your own age coming out of this stuff at all?
Very much so. There's loads of great young players around, doing this kind of music, and they just keep, holding the torch, keep it burning. Yeah,
and you did your album real quick, and you got it out there real quick. And the great thing about your album, the Radium, is the fact that you've got the same kind of burning licks that Stoney's got, but he's got not years and years, but years of experience behind him. You just went in there and do the same thing in the studio. Was that easy for you to do? Did you just not think about it and just lay it down?
We just wanted to go in there and keep it pretty raw and pretty natural.
Yeah.
Just keep the whole kind of organic thing going on.
Yeah. Well, that's what it sounds like.
It's a great album too. We listened to it in advance. Really great. Really great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really like it.
And you both, there's a great connection going on here. As we just talked about the early 70s, we're talking about what's going on at the great bands. What we've all got to try and do, particularly me as a promoter, is to get some more young people out there to come with this stuff.
Absolutely. I think what happened too with this genre of music is that you have the young guys like Virgil, and then you have the generation after that, right? The one in the middle, just kind of got lost in the sauce.
I guess that was the 80s.
Yeah, they just didn't really get into it. They just, so. It's good that guys like Virgil and you got McCarvey and some of these other guys around that are kind of bringing the guitar rock, guitar blues, back.
Is it difficult to get it played in the States as it is over here? I'm going to say over here, I mean the UK.
I think it's difficult everywhere, but it seems to be coming back around again. I see a lot of bands in the States now that are kind of going back to early 70s kind of dark Black Sabbath,
Yeah.
you know,
Dirty, groovy.
yeah, just that heavy blues, heavy rock
Yeah.
kind of sound, which is, hey man, that's what we're hoping for. Is that rock and roll and that heavy rock makes a comeback, and guitar
Yeah.
players like Virgil here, man,
That's great. And you got some of this stuff from your dad, right?
I did. My dad.
Both of you and Gabriel, of course. Yeah.
My dad was a big Deep Purple fan, and
Uh-huh.
you know, Uriah Heep,
Yeah.
all those kind of bands.
They wrote good songs as well as good
Absolutely,
pop rock.
absolutely.
They're still playing, as a matter of fact.
And they were good players, great
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
And continue to be so.
Yeah, you know, I think that's, you know, I think you touch on a good thing too, is that, you know, back in the 70s and the 80s, man, bands, the guys in bands could play. I mean,
Absolutely.
they were great guitar players, they were great drummers, they were great singers, and so on and so
Well, there
forth.
was a whole bunch more gigs then, of course.
Right, but you know, but now then it kind of had its lull of, you know, I mean, guys are da 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 da, and
Keyboards.
you know, and nothing. You know,
Yeah.
now you got guys coming back
Yeah.
that can play, that can sing,
Yeah.
that can write songs.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you two are doing that stuff, and that's why we're here tonight in the middle of this great tour. Go out and check out the Stoney tour. You just done a whole tour. I think you're going to go on tour with Wilco soon, is that right?
That'll be April next year, yes.
Wilco John's April next year. Hopefully you'll be back next year. You got
I'm
a
going to be
couple
back
more
in,
dates to do.
yeah, well, I got some more European dates to do, the end of January and February, and, you know.
Well, let's rock it up. It's been great talking to you guys. Virgil,
Thank you.
have a great one.
Pete, always a
Stoney,
pleasure.
absolute blast. Thanks very much to Gabriel on the camera, and good afternoon.
Gabriel did a great job. Look at that hand, it's like, it hasn't moved.
Thank you.